Hi, Mr. Stevens. Thank you very much for agreeing to meet with me today. The topic at hand is the incomparable value of social media for a company like Maple Grove Subs. Before we get started, I would like to just discuss with you some social media trends that I've noticed in 2017 going into 2018. Social media is rapidly becoming a trend unlike any the world has ever seen. Right now, more than 2 billion people worldwide are active on social media, and that number is expected to increase to 2.5 billion this year. More than 50 million businesses like ours utilize Facebook, which is considered one of the most valuable platforms for business professionals, followed by LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. More than half of social media marketers like myself said that social media has helped increase their company's revenue and sales. And while the remaining marketers struggle to find a direct correlation between their revenue and sales and social media, they've also expressed a need to further their social media management within their organization. Some trends to watch out for in 2018 with regards to Maple Grove Subs are Instagram's shoppable feed, Facebook Watch, product launches via Facebook Live, and mobile phones far surpassing desktop computers. So with these ideas in mind, here is my agenda for today's meeting. I would like to speak with you about examples of effective social media, how Maple Grove Subs could integrate traditional and social media, including how they may do so on multiple social media channels, how combining traditional and social media could help Maple Grove Subs tell a more engaging brand story, and how our competitors are utilizing traditional and social media today. I recently watched an interesting lecture given by a social media expert at the University of Florida. One particular applicable takeaway that I obtained from this lecture is our consumers are on social media and are putting Maple Grove Subs out there, regardless of whether we choose to do so or not. That means they're visiting our Facebook page at random times, basically whenever they feel like it, whenever they have something to say, a thought to share, something of that nature. But our company is offering customers late or no responses because we're not as active as our consumers are. Because we're not as active as our consumers do not have much content to engage with. And social media is a two-way conversation. So if Maple Grove Subs continues not to engage with its consumers and therefore treat social media like traditional media, our customers will become an inactive audience with no opportunity to become an advocate for our company. So even if we decided to delete our Facebook account, users could still take to their own Facebook pages to post negative feedback, and this may prompt other people, like their friends, if their pages happen to be public and people happen to see any sort of negative feedback, this may entice them to look elsewhere for sandwiches or other needs. I also read a very interesting article on launchmarketing.com, which stated that the average number of times marketers post to Facebook is 8 times per day, whereas we only post to Facebook once or twice per month. Once again, this is giving customers ample time to connect with competitors, especially if not seeing us have an active Facebook presence is turning them off. So if it happens to turn them off, they could connect with competitors who are utilizing social media in a more effective way. Likewise, on average, marketers post to Twitter about 6 times per day and on LinkedIn about 4 times per day, whereas Maple Grove Subs does not have a Twitter or LinkedIn account. Twitter and LinkedIn can be used to promote blogs, case studies, etc. We may have this content readily available, but because we're not sharing it, we're not able to amplify our content reach. It may take us 2 or more years to feel the true social media effects of sales improvements. Because we've only been active on Facebook for 3 months, it would be very hard to say where social media could take a company like Maple Grove Subs. For me, I say sky's the limit, but it remains to be seen. Social media is definitely what you make it. So it would be in our best interest to make it all that we possibly can. Ways we can integrate traditional and social media. First, we should analyze our existing media. Right now, Maple Grove Subs advertises on radio, television, print, and sometimes Facebook, via Facebook posts, what have you. We can add Twitter and LinkedIn for business to business and business to consumer marketing. If we do that, we can add Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn icons to all of our traditional media ads. If we manage to create a Twitter account and maintain our Facebook account, we can develop a hashtag. Some ideas include small shop, big ideas, your sandwich, your rules, and make me a sandwich. These hashtags could then be used once again in traditional ad campaigns and to bring people from traditional ads to social media pages. Once they do that, they can order sandwiches, make suggestions for how we can better service our customers, how we can better grow our company, etc. By boosting our existing social media conversation, so by boosting our Facebook presence, we can start by advertising a new sandwich via a traditional ad, then encourage people to turn to Facebook for a behind-the-scenes look at the making of this new sandwich by way of a live broadcast, so through Facebook Live. And to pique people's interest, to entice them to turn to this video, we should not announce which sandwich is the new sandwich before the video launches, so that will keep people in much anticipation. Once we have this live broadcast in place, we can move this video from Facebook to LinkedIn. If it's on LinkedIn, we can make it a little more professional, which is very consistent with the LinkedIn platform. So maybe more of the making of a sandwich or the launch of a new product from an executive level perspective. So imagine a team of ad executives brainstorming ingredient ideas around a conference table or something of a professional nature. So eventually, Maple Grove Subs can lengthen that live broadcast that is now on Facebook and LinkedIn, and we can post it to YouTube or Facebook Watch. That video, because it's longer, we can also include a link to Maple Grove Subs' chatbot account should we decide to create a Maple Grove Subs interactive robot. Through that interactive robot, consumers can order the new sandwich that they've just seen on this broadcast and on this recorded video, and they can also order other products for delivery. Any comments that they make to any of our social media platforms may prompt our next traditional media tagline, traditional media print headline. And if we are able to use our product launch video for a television spot, maybe it could end with a call to like our Maple Grove Subs Facebook page for a chance to win a free sandwich. So this is just another example of giving people both a one- and two-way conversation with our brand. If we do not successfully incorporate traditional and social media into our brand, it will be incomplete. Brand consumers will either be only listening or only talking. Without social media, a brand cannot maintain a targeted consumer because it cannot track like-minded people. It cannot bring them to one place and find out who they're talking to and what they're talking about. The brand may exceed budget and could die out along with a campaign. Traditional media is or can be much more expensive than social media. So if you just hold yourself to just one form of media, you may be exhausting your budget. And without traditional media, a brand misses key people. Not everyone could be on social media channels all the time. They could be in the car, they could be watching television, they could be on the internet, but they don't necessarily have to be on social media. A brand without traditional media will lack high quality output, not high resolution, not many high resolution images, not much of a high quality video. and they could lose control of their audience. They're not bringing them to a place where they know that they're watching what Maple Grove Subs is producing. Therefore, they could be losing control of that audience. So consider Adidas, which more than doubled their competitor sales, which is Nike, in 1 year due to social media, while Procter and Gamble instead is the top advertiser by traditional ad spend. But if you combine their sales revenue, it's over $105 billion. So just to give you an idea of just how far Maple Grove Subs could go, just how much they can grow their sales, should they incorporate both types of media into their marketing strategy. A company that is utilizing social media incredibly well is one of our biggest competitors, which is Jimmy John's. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube. They also have a blog called Freaky Fast, where Jimmy John's employees and consumers can share their experiences, be them with or without Jimmy John's sandwiches. Jimmy John's builds their brand on speed, which appeals to their target audience of millennials. They want fast delivery, fast food. They want to be able to see their sandwiches being made right then and there. So they build their brand accordingly. In 2016, the restaurant took to Twitter to compare an unappetizing cheese sandwich to a Jimmy John's gourmet sandwich. They did this by way of a meme, which has become a very humorous way of sharing relatable content. So this particular meme read, "You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about." This meme, because it's so relatable to the target audience, because it's easy to share and can prompt a conversation amongst millennials, generated 5,500 likes and 2,800 retweets. Jimmy John's also offers annual $1 sandwiches. They take to social media to make people aware that this event is happening on a pre-selected day. And then they also create press releases, which TV outlets or radio outlets can pick up and utilize however which way they please. Jimmy John's has been so successful that they now have 2,727 stores worldwide, and Entrepreneur Magazine named them number one in the franchise 500 rankings. So this could be Maple Grove Subs. Should we decide to take these steps slowly, of course, but steadily, letting our consumers know that we're there for them in multiple ways. So I thank you so much for your time today, and I look forward to speaking with you further on this topic at a later date.